What up, collective? I hope you're good and not hanging on by a thread. Make it make sense for yourself. Let's take a mental break and zone out to this track called Speed Dial. You know you always have a choice to elevate to a higher consciousness and release those limiting beliefs and thought forms that are constantly racking your nerves and brain. All right, okay. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's so much noise, so many opinions, so many different awkward, weird, not pure thought forms floating in the air. Sick and sad. Is it ever gonna end? Enough is enough. That's why you gotta learn how to unplug from this wacky world and plug into source. Because if you stay plugged in to all this mess that's going on, let me read you a quote to set it off right, the tone that I'm trying to take on this message. When we cultivate our mind, this is where true beauty is revealed. The very act of thinking, questioning, learning, being curious, that is where our true beauty exists. And I got that quote from the Showtime TV show, The First Lady. I never understood why they say curiosity killed the cat. That's the illusion. 'Cause the cat came back. That's the truth. It is about perception. I'm just seeing a lack of a mindset. You are at war with yourself. And if somebody ain't giving you peace, it's because they are not at peace on the inside. It's a mental health issue. And it ain't really mental illness. It's a lack of critical thinking, a lack of thinking outside the box, a lack of a connection with God, a lack of knowing who you are, a lack of knowing where you come from, a lack of not giving a don't. Let me stop. lacking. Some people, ancestors, looking at them like, look at this fool. I feel like when you over the age of 30, at some point, you should be learning something new, doing something new, changing. But what I'm starting to see is people 30 and older in their 50s and 60s, they going like they regressing, going backwards instead of moving forward in their thinking, in their consciousness. That means there are some turmoil, inner turmoil, that is not being dealt with, not being looked at, not being addressed, no freaking concern whatsoever. It's madness. That's what you're feeling in the air. People don't understand. I'm seeing that now. I know you got to let people be where they at. Everybody has their own spiritual journey, and I respect that. But at some point, if you sit here giving out Bible verses, saying you love God, saying you love Jesus, saying you have a connection with the divine, there's a disconnect somewhere. Because if you have a connection with the divine, ain't no way in hell you're going to still hold hate in your heart for other races, for other cultures, for other creeds. I think I said this before a few months ago on one of my podcasts. I'm being guided to express it again. Where's your disconnect? Where's the discord coming from? And then it be the main people who have a house, who have a car to get them back and forth to where they need to go, have transportation, who have a healthy income that can pay their bills, who have AC in the home, who have clean drinking water, who can take a bath whenever they want to, who can take a shower whenever they want to. The main one's mad. What you mad about? Never enough, never satisfied. Materialistic. No type of, not any connection to spirituality. Because spirituality and religion are two different sectors. Because spirituality, you know how to be one with yourself and one with God. Some religions teach that you have to be separate, that we are separate from God. And that's not the truth. And some people just need to learn how to step outside of that box and do something different and think something different and be something different than what has been told to you, what has been shown to you, all these illusions. Because spirit is the reality. The world is fake and false, full of entities, energies, organizations, structures, peoples, the walking dead. And then the main ones who don't understand that you are a portal. You are energy. You are vibration. Be the main ones looking at, what is it, the ID channel? I killed my boyfriend last week. Snapped. Just stuck in this dark mode. And then that's why you always creating darkness for yourself. It's constantly swirling around you, because how can you see anything get to the light when you always stuck in the dark? and thinking about murders and thinking about somebody harm you and thinking about somebody killing you. Like, I know it happens. I know it goes on. And ain't nobody telling you to ignore it. But look away. And tap into some divinity. Into some higher consciousness. New levels. New devils. The new devils is within yourself. We're here to create. Not to suffer. We are creative beings. And I ain't going to stay on this subject too long, but I'm so sick and tired. It's boring. And it's making the black community look horrible. It really is. I'm speaking as a black woman. It's making us look like some idiots right now. This situation that's going on, the way black men talk about black women and the way black women are responding to it. I'm bored now. What's the solution? Everybody talking about the problem, because the bigger picture is those so-called men are just little boys in grown men bodies. Somebody harmed them. Somebody hurt them. And they're not looking at it. And they're not addressing it. They don't want to. They're scared. But they be trying to act big and bad. Main ones who try to act big and bad in this world can't even face their own inner turmoil or their own issues with their own mother or sisters or the females in their family. Because that's the only reason. That's self-hate. For anybody to be saying out loud that they don't like a black woman and they're a black man. It's idiotic. It's dumb. It's low vibrational. It's not aligned with the divine, with the Most High. And some of y'all got friends like, y'all know that show. What's that show called? I think it's Sisters by Tyler Perry. Karen on there. Be bullying Danny like ain't nobody business. Some of y'all got friends like that. And you are the one that's unconditionally loving that toxic energy. And these women who hate women or girls who have an issue with the women in their family, who have an issue with all other women outside the family, I wish they would just recognize you need to heal whatever has happened between you and your mama. Because that's really what's going on with them. Mama, aunts, sister, whoever. Because you just keep repeating the vicious cycle of harm and hurt. Not just to yourself, but to others that's in your vicinity. Sabotaging yourself, sabotaging your relationship, sabotaging the jobs you have. Like, at some point, you want to take a step back and be like, I got to do something different. And even for the ones that have kids, now they going to carry it on because they watching you act out. Where are you pouring your energy into? Really? Think about that. There's a level of higher consciousness that a lot of people have not tapped into. And some people just don't want to. Okay, that's the choice they make. But I'm going to tell you something real right now. When you transition over and you still stuck to that darkness, it's a mirror reflection of all that darkness. That hell that you've been taught about, it really is just a mirror reflection of your own inner turmoil. Like attract like, even when you transition over. You can only go where your conscious point is. And if you're always vibrating low, always mad, always angry, always resentful, always worrying, always jealous, always envious, always it's something about her that I don't like, it's something about him. It's old, it's tiresome. Release it. God is calling us to do that. Higher power, source, our creator, the most high, whatever word you want to give it, whatever label you want to give it. It's a formless force of energy that sustains and maintains humanity. And before you can go up in that light and be in the upper room with God, you have to cleanse yourself. And that's going to have to happen. Some people don't understand. The whole point is doing it here while you're on earth so you can live your best life. That's what we're here to do, to live life. All of it. The emotions, the limitations, the unpredictable situations. That's the glory of life. And saying you don't want to be here anymore, saying you don't want to, saying you want to give up. Why? Because all you're going to have to do is just come over here and get since you didn't get the lesson before you transition over, you're going to have to come right back. And it's going to be harder and tougher for you. That's a message I got from beyond. That ain't going to make it easier you leaving this earth. There's a contract that you made before you came over here with the council. Honor thyself, respect thyself, learn something new, grow, evolve, get the lessons, get the lessons, get the lessons. Because that's part of the review that you're going to have to go through, the life review. And Source is going to ask you, what did you learn? What did you contribute? Besides hell, besides giving people hell. And tormenting and torturing people because you are tortured on the inside, broken up on the inside. And you know it. That shows how smart that you are. Like I said, there's some people that's real mentally ill. Stop calling yourself crazy. Just tired and exhausted. Well, go to Source. Meditate. Pray more. Believe in yourself more. Believe in a higher consciousness. Tapping into your higher self. People don't understand all this war that's going on around us. All this. It's about perception. It's a game down here. And you got to know the role that you're going to play. And I'm just talking to the ones, speaking to the ones who who feel like they stuck in the darkness and ready to get out of the darkness. There is a way to get out of darkness. Because I'm telling you right now, it ain't by taking your life. Kept hearing Spirit come to me, Jesus come to me, saying inquiring minds want to know what it's like when they transition over. And I come back at you with that on another podcast, another episode. I've been holding off on that because I want people right now to live this life, the gift of life that has been given to them. Count your blessings, be grateful, have a gratitude attitude. If you want more, figure out how to get more. But first you're going to have to relax and chill and heal. Then that's where you can find your creativity and productivity and do something new and be somebody new. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about all these dark signals that people are sending out into. It's a collective consciousness too. People are not aware of their own power, their own energy. Like I said in the other podcast, be mindful of cleansing yourself on the daily. Turn off that damn phone sometimes. And turn off that ID channel and Snap and all that for you Snap. Because you're creating your own reality when you do that. Negativity breeds negativity. Hate breeds hate. Love breeds love. More love. Love is the highest vibration. All we need is love. All we need is love, love. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I just wanted to give my little piece. Because it's a mindset. You can do anything you set your mind to. People are not practicing it. And it's showing. People acting like animals. Now, animals don't even act like this. I ain't going to put that on them. Even some animals in the wild got more sense than some of these people out here nowadays. They're innocents. All right, y'all. So I just wanted to express myself. Oh, and what was it? If you're getting any of these emails about monkeypox, the food shortage, all these foods that may have been contaminated, recalled, distractions. Spam it. Block the emails. Because it's time to just start listening to God's word. Start pulling all that mess, all that darkness, all that low vibrational energies. Start pulling it out of you. Empty. Empty your mind. Empty it from your heart. Some of y'all holding on stuff from eons ago. It's done. Let it go. It's killing you. It's not helping you. And you know it. And some of you hang on to it because you think that's making you tougher. That's insane in the membrane. On a different level. I mean, you consciously crazy. All right, y'all. If you're living above and beyond your means, and you mad and you got all your essentials, like a car and a home and a healthy income, and you still can't sit down and be quiet and just be sometimes? What is the void? Ask yourself that. What is the void? Because you don't want to transition into the void of hell. I mean, you still can ask for help, but you got to remember that. Y'all ain't even remembering that. Some of these people ain't even remembering that while they on earth. Ask for help. Ask for help. Believe that you already have it and then receive it. You have to be patient. God is not an errand boy. He's not a genie in a bottle. Not a whipping boy. Some of y'all treat him as such. Him, her, source. Whatever. I just gave my peace of mind. And I hope you can find peace of mind through it all. Alright, y'all. So this conversation really was about make it make sense for yourself. Step outside of the illusions. Look up. Deep dive into your higher consciousness. There's many ways. There's many levels of doing that. Find your own way with that. Trust your own self. Believe in yourself. Find the God and divinity within yourself and you'll be all right. Because these signals of demise and hellish thoughts and negative turmoil, people don't understand when it becomes a collective consciousness like that, it's a ripple effect. So let's ride out to this track called Havana. Shout out to my dad, Mitchell G, for showing me the beauty, the love, and the lively attitudes of the Latino culture and community. Sending much love and light their way and his way. Since you ain't thinking about it, dance it out for a little bit. Dance as if nobody watching. Dance in the rain. Be mindful. Be aware. Be conscious. Be kind. Be forgiving. Be love. Be compassionate. Be light. No matter what. Love ya. Peace.